Hey everyone, today I'm going to give you a demonstration on how to open an omnibus. Now for those of you that don't know, an omnibus is a volume of text that usually contains multiple books in a series or related material. The two examples I have for you today are the Super or Supreme Deluxe version of Lord of the Rings, as well as the traditional just deluxe version. Right here I have a copy of The Hobbit. Now The Hobbit is not a omnibus, it's a single volume, and I'm just using it here as a comparison. So if you look right here, that's a honkin' chonker, that's not, okay? So when you read a regular hardcover of a non-omnibus, you can practically just break into it immediately, right? Start reading page to page. That's not quite the case with an omnibus. Now an omnibus, since it's got so many pages typically glued to a piece of cardboard connected to a leather or fabric cover, it has to be opened for the first time a certain way. Now let me start the demonstration. I'm going to show you step by step, first with the Supreme Deluxe, whatever word they're using nowadays. Okay, so this one, since it had this, it does not have a regular dust jacket, therefore we just lay it flat on the table right in front of us like this. Now, something interesting about this specific omnibus is it comes with a couple of special little goodies inside, like maps and pages from movies or something like that. So the first thing you want to do for a book like this that doesn't have a dust jacket is you're going to want to open it up. Usually on the first page it'll have something. Right there, and right there, okay? Right, oh, and right there, I think. Anyways, now that we got our flat space, or flat surface, let me move this stuff out of the way. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to open and grab all of the pages, or roughly all the pages. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, another goodie right there, back page. All right, so this is going to look a little rough, okay? But as you have all the pages in the middle and you have the spine flat down like this, you're going to slowly let some pages just fall away, right? You might need to push down a little bit just because this book is tight and you see it wants to come up. So you're going to go page, push down, a couple pages fall, push down, and you're going to do this over and over again. And I'm hopefully going to be speeding this up. All right. And what this does is you can hear the spine actually cracking a little bit. That's a little bit of glue and stuff separating. This will help you so that when you're reading through your book, and if you're just going page by page, that spine can start to kind of separate, and you don't want that, because then your pages are going to be, you're going to have rough and tight gutters like this, but then your spine is going to start to kind of fall away. So you're going to want to keep doing this back and forth. And this one's a tight one. You can hear it in the pages, tight glue. It's not a bad thing. Just makes it a little bit more time consuming to open up for the first time. Okay. So you're just going to go back and forth, and if you need to push down, you can. Sometimes books just fall flat, and in that case, it's probably best not to push. But since this one wants to rise up on you, giving it a little push each time is going to help out. Get the bookmark out of the way. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. Until you meet right somewhere in the middle. Again, this one just needs a little bit of a press. And that's good. Now, we're not done. Like I said earlier, this one's a tight book, and in most cases you're gonna have to do this too. Guess what you're gonna have to do? Yep, that's right. Go all the way back to the beginning and do it again. Yep, this way. Also some pages that were still tight that kind of got lost in the process, we'll get a little bit of attention too, right? And this is the best way to take care of like your hardcovers. You know, some people are too afraid to even read their special edition hardcovers. Now, what is a book if not to read? You know, I get it. You know, some people like the value and the sentimental nature of things, keeping toys in boxes, but not me. I get something to use it. So we're going to go through again. Okay. Just like we did back and forth, letting pages fall, I don't even have to push down as much this time because most of them are just falling now. And this is going to help that spine. I don't even hear cracking anymore. So most likely we took care of it all. Just best to do a once over. There. Now this will be good for any of these special editions that have multiple books in it. If you have a Bible or something that, you know, a hefty book that has a lot of pages for one single spine, best to just open it this way. That way you can preserve how long you have it, how long it looks nice, and you'll still be able to read it. Now, lastly, thing I'm going to say, I'm going to leave this out so I can put the stuff back in it. Let's go to the deluxe edition. Now, this one's a little bit different because it's a dust jacket. It's the same exact process except for the first step, besides getting the stuff out of there. Got to make sure I separate that from the others. This one will be for this one. Now this one, like I said, has a dust jacket. Also, this looks... Can I say I kind of like this one better than the Super Deluxe? I mean, I like the Super Deluxe, but I think this one, especially with all this, just looks super snazzy, looks super nice. Yes, take the dust jacket off. You don't want to damage that, keep that preserved. Same thing. Gonna open it up and then just go back and forth like such, and then you're gonna hear the cracking again. God, and the pictures in this book, I think this one has beautiful illustrations. Like, look at that map there. I'll show you again once I'm done with this. Oh man, this is a nice addition. Again, not as tight as the other book, but you are probably going to want to at least do 2 just to be sure. And if it's a, you know, less tight book, again, you probably don't need to press down at all. I'm doing it just because that's what I'm used to doing. Some people advise not to. I've never had a problem with it. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll do a second round, but that's pretty much how you open an omnibus. Pretty simple, but it's just helpful so that way your book doesn't get damaged as you read it. You can read it and keep it for a long time. Thanks, guys.